Hello everyone and welcome back to Polly's Pretties. This is our Tuesday video and I want to show you what I'm doing so maybe it'll give you some ideas too. So I took out my lovely trusty box of everyday Crayola crayons that we probably all have. Brought out one of my favorite coloring books from Disney. I'm going to bring it down and show you. This is my Disney, I think it's revised, Villains, Art of Coloring Disney Villains Revised Edition, okay? And I have been working on Ursula here. And I've got this lovely cloth that my hubby gave me. And I've smoothed the crayon in a few areas to smooth it out a bit. I'm going to show you with this black what I mean. You just come in, you put it on your finger, you come in. I make little circles. I don't know how everybody else does it, but that's what I do. I do little tiny, tiny circles, and I smooth the crayon to make it look more like it's been done with colored pencil. And it usually does all right. I was doing this with a Q-tip, but a Q-tip takes a while because it's a very small area that you're doing. And that's, when you're doing a page this big smoothing, you don't want to be sitting there for 20 minutes. And you will get this on your Q-tip or on your fabric, whichever you're using. And if you're using it, make sure it's a cotton, not anything any rougher. At least to my knowledge. And you just keep going around until you get the area of what you want kind of blended out. And a little smoother looking, like so. And I fold mine because I don't like to, waste these. Everything costs. So I'm going to do the purple here now. Then we'll come up here. We'll go along her skin. And I am applying a little pressure, just because I want to make sure that I try to smooth out the skin and make it look nice, and, as best I can. And I'm trying to miss any other colors that I might have there so that I don't smooge any. But I think her skin is turning out a lot nicer now. It looks a little more, I guess, polished, perhaps would be the word. She looks a bit more finished, I guess, to a degree. And it does tend to help fill in more area of the white because you're pulling the color. So as you can see, she looks a bit smoother where I've went over. Now, I'm going to tell you it isn't going to be perfect, okay? So don't expect a perfection. This is smoothing, it's kind of blending a bit of it so it doesn't look rough, basically. So it's not going to be something that's perfect, but it will give you a nicer finish, I think, for your page than just the plain crayon. And you can hear, I am really going over it, trying to give it the once over here to make it look a whole lot nicer. Okay, let me see if I can get up here. As you can see, though, from her face, it does actually help. It really does. It helps give the coloring a better look to it. You're not looking at something so rough. So we've got a lot of that done. I am going to have to change out my little towelette. There's a few here. Let me see if I can get... There we go. And I'm folding it so the softer side is out. And then I just fold it kind of over my finger. Alright, so now I've done all the blue area outside. I've done her. I'm going to come up and I'm going to try to smooth just a little. This one I don't know how well it'll work because this is a metallic crayon I used. So I don't know if I will get anywhere with this. But I just wanted to show you this idea in case you want to use crayons in your books. And you could even come down and do the corks here like I did for the jars, smooth them out. And they look better smooth, trust me. They do, because you get any excess crayon that might have been left behind too, usually out of your way. And I don't like leftover crayon on my page. I really don't. It's one thing that does bother me. There we go. Yeah, them corks are looking better. And I mean, you can do this to every part of the page. There's no part you couldn't. Anything you colored with a crayon, you can go ahead and do the smoothing with the crayons like this. And sometimes it takes a little more elbow grease than others, depending. Sometimes it may not take much. But there you have it. I'm going to take this and turn it a little bit different now. And I'm going to come down here and get this red fish because it's really blotchy looking to me. And I don't like the blotchy. So we're coming down, we're going to get it, we're going to wipe it off. See there, now it looks better. And we'll get these little green ones here so that that is better. Come get this guy. And yes, I know the frame here isn't done yet, but I wanted to show you how I was doing this part so that you could try it on your own if you wanted to. And look, it does, pick up the color and stuff. So, it's you are blending it, in fact, but you are also like removing any excess crayon and stuff that you have used. So now that that is done, I'm gonna stick these in my bag with my Q-tips here. That way they're nice and clean. And then I'm going to go ahead and do this frame. Now I'm thinking I may do a few colors on the frame, and I thought I'd keep you with me. I think we'll do a little bit of a pink color, so we're going to pick out salmon. We are going to find a purple, preferably. Here, if I can find a nice one. What is this one? Orchid. Okay, we'll go with it. And then we're going to find a blue. Let me see. Blue, blue, blue. Maybe this one. Are you blue? Oh, no, I can't read you upside down. Cornflower, yes. So that is a blue still. And then we're going to add, I think, one more color if we can. We're going to mix this up a little. We're going to add a little bit of this here, I think. This is Timberwolf. Okay. So we're going to start with our lighter colors like the gray, the pink, and the purple, and then we'll go into the blue at the end. So let me bring you up a little bit. Okay, so we're going to start with our Timberwolf, which is gray. And I'm going to kind of come in light, very, very light-handed with this. And I'm kind of just giving a bit of a color here and there. Not getting real heavy, just trying to give a bit of a smoke-ish kind of look around this edge a little bit. And I'm not doing all the edge, I'm doing bits and pieces as you see. So, we're bringing in our gray. Alright, and I think we'll put some gray here and here. Alright, so there's our gray. We're going to move our gray aside now. We may need it again, but for now, we'll move it. Now we're going to come in with the salmon. We're going to do some coloring, and it doesn't have to be perfect because you're going to kind of fill this. So like so. Now I'm still trying to remain light-handed. I don't want to be too heavy. Okay. Now we're going to bring in the orchid, and we're going to get light, but we're going to also try to do some fill in here. All right, here we go. Fill in. Okay. Now, before I go any further with this, the next step I want to do is take my little towelette thing and I want to rub over what's already colored in. Just like this. I'm not trying to change the color. I'm not trying to go over the color yet. I'm just rubbing this down and trying to blend it in to the picture. All right, now that I've done that, I'm going to come in with my cornflower blue. And this is an all-over color, but I am starting very, very light. I am starting really light-handed with this. I'm going over all of it, the gray, the pink, and the purple that we've used. And letting the blue fill in any space it needs to. Some places there may be more blue, some places there may be less. It's just a matter of where the blue needs to fill in the color. All right, there we go. Now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to come back in with the same towelette, but I'm going to turn it to the cleaner side. And we're going to just go right over this again, real soft, real gentle. We're just kind of blending that blue down into what's already blended down there, but we're not trying to change any of the coloration that it made. So, just real lightly. And that way it doesn't change the coloration. All right, and there you go. And that is Ursula the Sea Witch. I will turn her here in just 1 minute so you can see her. But here she is. And that was done with regular run-of-the-mill Crayola crayons. So now you see how easily you can do it by using either a Q-tip swab or a little cotton towelette thing if you have it that's not wet. These were dry. And then just regular Crayola crayons that you have. But that is our Tuesday video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it gave you some ideas. And I hope to talk to you again soon. Please remember, my friends, you are beautiful, you are amazing, and you are loved. If someone tells you different, it's false. Please, please pay it forward when you can. You don't know when you might need it back. Be kind till there's a reason not to be kind. Then don't be mean, just avoid the negativity. Stay safe, the world's crazy enough, let's not add to it. Hug your loved ones, it's good for them, it's good for you, it's medically proven. And then when you're finished with all that, please, please, gently, tenderly, and carefully, hug your fur babies, they need it too. Thank you for watching, and I hope to talk with you again soon. Bye.